Hello all, welcome to Vizuara. We at Vizuara are starting new lecture series, that is machine learning in production. Before going into course details and course design, let me introduce myself briefly. I am Prathamesh Joshi, the instructor for the course, currently working as AI researcher and educator at Vizuara. I have recently finished my undergraduate in Computer Science and Engineering from Indian Institute of Information Technology, Design and Manufacturing, Kurnool. During my undergraduate, I was fortunate enough to gain some wonderful internship experience. My first internship experience was at CDAC Pune as High Performance Computing Intern. Then I was given chance to contribute in Samsung Prism project as well. And my recent internship was at Max Planck Institute for Human Cognitive and Brain Sciences. When I started exploring about ML, the first thing which was suggested to me was to explore Kaggle and do Kaggle projects. If you are not new to ML, so I am 100% sure that you have came across Kaggle many times, and your first project might be Titanic project. So I still remember that when first time I opened this Titanic tutorial, I was very amazed that how the ML knowledge works in real life. I was knowing little linear regression by that time, but I was not knowing how to apply it. When I went through this notebook and I see what is the challenge and how is data, so I came across CSV files and what are different columns. Then if it is denoted as 1, that means passenger survived. If denoted as 0, that means passenger died. Then the coding environment, everything was very new, exciting at the same time. I was very happy with the model I developed and I got good accuracy. But when it came to submission and I submitted it for the leaderboard ranking, I got less accuracy, which disappointed me. At that time, I came to know that training the model and just getting a validation accuracy is not enough. The real world data set is different from what we develop at our end. And because of that, the accuracy dropped. And at that time, I came to know importance of machine learning in production. Then I searched for various courses on YouTube to learn machine learning in production. I found some amazing courses. But the only problem which I had at that time was either I was getting a fundamental knowledge of machine learning in production or hands-on coding. But both equally I couldn't find in any lecture videos. I thought for crash course, all videos are excellent. But I wanted to learn this from scratch in detail. Then I came across an excellent book, that is Machine Learning Engineering in Action by author Ben Wilson. This book motivated me to go deeper into this domain. And I am very fascinated by the things that are put up in this book. When I go through the content of this book, I find that communication skills and fundamental knowledge is equally important with your technical skills. Having technical skill is not just enough to excel in your career, because if you are working in company or if you will join any company in future, you would have to develop a real world life solution, for which just having a Kaggle notebook, a Google Colab notebook is not enough. And for that, you will definitely have to ask business stakeholders that what are your expectations from us. I would like to share one small example with you. At Vizuara, I have worked across different papers. And this was one of the key highlights which got accepted into NURIB's workshop. And the paper was Human versus LLM Identification with Explainability. When this problem statement was assigned to me, I just ran to code, I just gathered the data set, and I was focusing on getting accuracy. I used different hyperparameters, I used different models, and then I just got the numbers, that what is the accuracy, what is F1 score, what is false positive rate, what is false negative rate. But then I questioned myself, why am I doing this? What is the reason of this? And how this paper or this research will be useful to the society or the research community? Having just these numbers is not enough. So I should know the ability to tell story, that what was my key idea behind the start of this project and how my thought process developed throughout this process, and I should be able to justify the results as well. Then I thought my project will be extremely useful in the scenario where a student has written the essay by himself and it is classified as a AI generated by the tools available. So this kind of different scenarios may arise and the good ones should not suffer. So this was kind of reasoning which was developed in my mind throughout the research. So that time I understand the importance of technical and communication skills along with the fundamental knowledge. Now we'll be presenting all these learnings to you in this lecture series. We'll be following this book which amazed me, and I have been following this book from last 6 to 8 months, and I'll try to convey whatever I learned through this book in form of video lectures along with the handwritten notes, so that you won't have to go through this long content. You can just understand from the video and you will get clarity on how you should start learning machine learning in production. I will be covering this into 3 parts. I will first start with the introduction to machine learning engineering, where I'll start with what is machine learning engineer, how data science could be used, and how you can plan your project, how you can experiment with your project, and how you can deploy your project in brief. Then we'll move for creating maintainable ML, that is useful for production. Then we'll go for developing production machine learning code. This way we'll be going through our lecture series and we'll provide you detailed handwritten notes from our side. First parts will be little theoretical to gain the fundamental knowledge. Then onwards we'll have hands-on coding sessions along with the theory knowledge. So first half of the lecture will explain the theory and intuition behind it, and then we'll start doing hands-on coding. Throughout the lecture series, we'll be learning different tools and different concepts. Tools that probably you will learn are MLflow, Apache Kafka, LangChain, and AWS SageMaker. At the last of this video lecture series, we'll be having end-to-end project that will be made using AWS SageMaker. So I'll show you demonstration how a full-fledged ML project in production can be done. We have also created handwritten notes. As you can see here, we tried to bring them into proper shape and in very precise and concise manner, which you can use for reference. This way, we'll be carrying our lecture series. And trust me, once you follow this lecture series, you won't have to look back. And for that, I would like you to take pledge, because we often see we start with a lot of enthusiasm, that may be you or me, but after a certain time, we just decrease our pace and that hampers our learning. So let's take pledge that I'll be consistent throughout the course. I'll make a detailed notes. I'll watch the lecture series and I'll try hands-on coding sessions. And I won't hesitate to ask questions through comment or you can reach out to us via LinkedIn as well. And from my end, I'll also take pledge in front of you all that I'll be consistent with the publishing of the video lectures, and I'll try to put my 100% effort in delivering the lecture and making handwritten notes. I'll try to explain you each and every concept in detail. So stay tuned for the first lecture, which will be premiering soon. And please let us know in comments if you have any suggestions about how the course can be designed further or what other topics. And let us know in the comments that what topics you want specifically to be covered and focused, so that we can refine our course flow accordingly. Thank you. See you all.